Welcome everybody. I am here today at my house. We are going to do some Kinstretch and some FRC. Just get that right. So today we're going to work on Kinstretch and functional range conditioning. First, we're going to go over the full range of motion of each joint. So you can start your day off like this if you've never done this before. We're just going to go through the full range of motion or circles in the major joints. So if you've never done this before, this is called functional range conditioning, and we're going to take each joint through its full range of motion. And you can do this every day as soon as you wake up or after breakfast or maybe later on in the day. But if you can do this daily, it's going to help you. If you can do this daily, it's going to help your joints sustain the longevity and the health that they deserve. So if you're not taking your joints through their full range of motion every day, you're going to lose that range of motion. It's important to do that actively and to do it, with intent and specificity using the law of irradiation as well. What I mean by that is that you have to make sure that your whole body is tense so that you can control the joint that's moving. So for example, when I'm moving my neck, I want to make sure that my whole body is tense, in place. I'm not swaying my hips or my shoulders or my back. Try not to compensate. So we're going to start with the neck. So you can do this with me. You can do this kneeling like me, and I do this kneeling because I'm also stretching my ankles. I'm plantar flexed here. I'm also flexing my knees here, which is going to stretch out my quads, and it's going to stretch out my ankles. So you can choose to do this any way you'd like. You can stand up and do this if that's what you want to do, or you can do this kneeling, but I prefer doing it kneeling because I'm trying to work the entire body pretty much the entire time. So this is going to be the functional range conditioning controlled articular rotations. We call these CARs. We're going to start with the head and neck. So go ahead and make sure that your back is straight. You can do this kneeling in this way as well. You can curl the toes like that. You can stand up nice and tall, just like that. Again, you can do these standing, seated, however you'd like, whatever feels best for you. I'm going to try this kneeling. So I'm going to squeeze my fists, chest is up, back is straight, chin is in. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to slowly bring my chin and neck down, and slowly turn, laterally bend, going back, all the way up and back, other side, turn, bend, and down. Let's go the same way, turn, bend, back, and around, laterally bend, down. Let's go the other way. Try to go nice and slow and controlled. If there's any pain, try to go away from the pain. Your whole body is about 20 to 30% tense. Good. Now we're going to do the scapula. So again, you can do these standing or kneeling. Okay, we're going to protract the shoulders forward. We're going to elevate the shoulders up, retract the scapula, and depress the scapula. So we're going to go forward, up, back, down. We're going to try to do this with our hands next to our sides and our elbows straight, trying to keep everything nice and tight here. Do about 3 rotations, and we're going to go the other way. Good. Now we're going to go through our shoulder. So make 2 fists, just like this. Keep the belly nice and tight. We're going to go ahead and flex the shoulder forward and up. We're going to try not to extend the back. Chin is back and in. Just freeze right here. From here, we're going to turn our bicep out. As we turn our bicep out, we're going to reach back. We're going to try not to open up the chest and turn or rotate the back. As we open up, we're going to keep turning that fist back so that the back of the fist comes out next to the body at the end. And then that is 1/2 of a rep. From here, shoulder extension, turn the bicep out, reach back, bicep overhead, forward, and down. Let's do that again, okay? Give yourself a thumbs up. So the thumb will go back. Turn your thumb out. As you turn your thumb out, back of the thumb is facing the back of the room. From here, shoulder extension, turn it out, reach back, all the way up, forward, and down. Let's try that with the left shoulder. Or you can just switch sides. If you did the left first, that's fine. Shoulder flexion, internal rotation, shoulder extension, repeat. Shoulder extension, external rotation, shoulder flexion, shoulder adduction. Flexion, internal rotation, extension. Extension, external rotation, flexion, forward, and down. Good. So we got our shoulders, we got our scapula, we got our neck. Now we're going to get our back. So we're going to go ahead and just cross our hands over our shoulders. You can wrap your hands around your shoulders as well, like this. But for today, we're just going to bring our hands on top of our shoulders. From here, we want to make sure that our body isn't moving with our back. Our hips aren't moving. So our back is straight. You can do this standing or kneeling. We're going to just round the upper back. And then we're going to rotate to the right. Then we're going to extend the back. Rotate to the left. Bend into that left side all the way down. All the way to the other side. We're going to bend into the right side. Rotate back to extension. Rotate into the left side. Laterally bend into the left side. Round the back forward and down. Let's go the other way. Rotate to the left. Laterally bend into the left side. Extend the back. Rotate to the right. Laterally bend into the right side. Down, other way. Rotate, bend, extend, rotate, bend, and flex. Good. So there was the upper back. We're going to get the full back now, or the lower back, sorry. So our chest is up. We're just going to bring our butt back and then bring our butt down. Just concentrating on the low back. Good. From here, now we're going to do the full back. Head is down, round the back, around the shoulders, upper back is up toward the sky. Then from here, we're going to slowly bring those hips down, but notice that our whole back isn't coming down. So just the hips go down and forward, and then we're going to round the middle back. We're going to keep everything rounded to start. From here, slowly bring those hips down and back. Lower belly comes down, mid belly, lower chest, mid chest, upper chest, chin, head, and then neck. And then forehead. Forehead comes down, chin comes down, middle neck comes up, upper back goes up, mid back goes up, lower back goes down, hips go forward, glutes go in. Tuck the chin, tuck the chest. From here, we're going to start with the head. We're going to slowly look up, lower the upper back, mid back, lower back, hips, glutes. go the other way. Lower back, hips, round the lower back, mid back, upper back, tuck the chin, tuck the chest. Good. From here, we're going to get our elbows and hands. So from here, we're going to extend the wrists. We're going to make sure the wrists are in front of the elbows, and our elbows don't go away from the sides. Elbows at a 90-degree angle. From here, extend the wrists. Okay, adduct, or we're going to go ulnar deviation, flexion, radial deviation, and extension. Okay, just fancy name for wrist circles here. Okay, trying to keep the wrist in front of the elbow. Keep your body tight. Body should be irradiating about 20 to 30%, which includes your arms, your shoulders. Now let's go the other way. Go ahead and make a fist. From here, pinkies go in, thumbs go out. Pinkies go in, thumbs go out. Now just bring the pinky and the thumb out. Same thing, pinkies in, thumbs out. Pinkies in, thumbs out. From here, thumbs up, pinkies down. Bring the pinkies all the way down, then pinkies all the way up. Pinkies all the way down, pinkies all the way up. And then from here, both the pinky and thumb are facing up. We're going to try to do those same wrist circles with our pinky and thumb out. Let's go the other way. Good. Now we're going to bring the pointer finger out. Same thing, wrist circles with just those two fingers in. Let's go the other way. Good. Go ahead and shake those wrists out. From here, we're going to get our elbows. So hands are flat. Supinate the hands. We're going to bend the elbows or flex the elbows. And then extend the elbows, palms face down. Turn the palms face up. Flex the elbow. Pronate. Extend. Supinate. Flex. Pronate. Extend. Again, keeping the elbows next to the sides, shoulders back. Try not to roll the shoulders forward. Chest is high here. Tense the whole body. Really supinate as much as you can. If you can't feel that, go ahead and tee out the arms and turn those thumbs back. Trying to get those thumbs down, pinkies up. Okay? From here, I want you to bend those elbows all the way in. Pronate, extend. Supinate all the way as much as you can. But actually rotating those glenohumeral joint there. Thumbs are back. Bend the elbows. Pronate, extend. Now I want you to curl the fingers in. Flex your forearms. Fists start squeezing toward your body. Now I want you to squeeze those biceps forward. Try to turn those hands down. Keep turning the shoulders. Keep turning. Try to straighten the wrists, straighten the shoulders. Keep turning. Squeeze the fists. Let's go the other way. Keep squeezing the fist. Keep squeezing the fist. Turn the other way. Straighten the elbows. Hands in line with the shoulder. Now we're going back the other way. Try to get those biceps backwards. And then go ahead from here, bend the elbows as much as you can. Pronate. Squeeze the elbows. Extend and relax. Good. From here, we're going to get our hips. So there's different ways you can get your hips. We're going to get them a couple ways. So just start in the sideline position. What we're going to do is bend the knees at about 90 degrees. And we're going to go ahead and flex the knee forward. And then we're going to abduct the hip. And we're going to internally rotate the hip all the way back to hip extension. hip flexion, hip abduction, internal rotation, extension. Okay, so these are side-lying hip cars or hip circles. Okay, we're going to go back the other way. Extension, abduction, flexion. Extension, abduction, flexion. Okay, you can do these with the legs straight, like this. And then the other way. Good. Let's get the other side. And I'll show you a couple different ways, just for teaching purposes. You do it in quadruped, hands and knees. Point is here is to flex the hip, abduct the hip, and then turn that knee down as the foot goes up toward the sky. And try not to use your back at all during this process. Sometimes you'll see people using their whole back. Try to avoid that. Just try to isolate the hip. If you need to, you can put a ball right here or a tennis ball if you feel like your leg keeps going straight. Okay, so it's really important to keep that knee bent the whole time. You're almost going to have a cramp in the hamstring if you do it if you've never done this before. Let's go the other way. Okay, let's go to the sideline. Let's go the other way. Definitely important to get those hips daily. All these joints daily, but these hips, you really feel it more in the hips and the shoulders more than you will your elbows and in your knees. Okay, so those were the hips. Now we're going to go into our knees. So we're going to bend that knee, whatever knee you choose first. Going to wrap the same arm underneath, and we're going to squeeze the opposite fist. From here, we're just going to do internal and external rotation of the tibia, just like that. Try to keep the foot flat on the ground as you rotate in and you rotate out. Okay, if you feel like your hip is moving too, try to isolate it by squeezing your hands into the knee. You're just trying to get internal, external, and internal rotation of that tibia. Okay, and from here, keep it in external rotation. I kind of open up my toes for this, and I really try to feel this hamstring into my wrist. I'm almost trying to squeeze this lower limb into my wrist. I'm trying to squeeze my wrist. Okay, so I'm trying to squeeze my wrist, and I'll feel my tendon in my hamstring popping a little bit. Externally rotate the foot, extend the knee. Okay, you might not be able to extend it all the way. That's fine. From here, I want you to internally rotate the tibia and then flex the knee. Okay, internally rotate, out, extend, internally flex, out, up, in, down, out, up, in, down. Let's go the other way. In and up, out and down. In and up, out and down. One more. In, up, out, down. And then what I'll do here is I'll take my opposite hand on top of the shin, and then I'll put my same-sided hand on top of the opposite hand, and I'll pull it in. From here, I'm pulling it as hard as I can. I am generating intensity with this left leg. So this left leg is not relaxed. I am pulling myself in, so that's generating more radiation. The point is to radiate the entire time. So from here, plantar flex, dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex. From here, gas pedal down, down and in. It's inversion all the way up to dorsiflexion, out, eversion, down to plantar flexion. Okay, down and in and up, up and out, out and down, all the way down. Down and in and up and out, all the way out, and all the way down. Let's go the other way, down, squeeze it in, pull yourself in, keep squeezing this leg, keep up the intensity, down and out, all the way out, hold here, out and up, hold here, hold out and up, all the way up, hold it, up, out and in, up and in, all the way in, hold it here, just hold it in and down, hold it here, all the way down. All right, now make it a little bit smoother, all the way around. Let's go the other way. Notice that my toes are starting to separate, starting to activate the central nervous system in my whole entire foot here. Trying to wake that ankle up. From here, we're gonna get the kneecap. Make sure this leg is nice and relaxed. Okay, you can do that by, you can have both legs out, you can have one leg in, whatever you prefer. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna relax this kneecap and take my thumbs, place my hands, fingers underneath the knee, okay? And then from here with my two thumbs, I'm gonna rotate that patella, okay? So that patella is gonna rotate just like a clock. So you're trying to push it to 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 12 o'clock. Okay, and you're gonna see and notice that it might get caught in certain directions. Don't be afraid of your patella. Some people are very afraid of touching their kneecap or moving their kneecap, but it's important to know how your kneecap feels because that's important for knee health. For me, I've had patella surgery, so I know what it's like to not be able to go on my hands and knees, not be able to put any pressure on my knees, not be able to go up and down the stairs. So I've had surgery on this knee, so I know how important it is for health. And so for me, especially, I have to pay attention to how this knee works. Okay, and there's a lot of ways you can fix the knee if you have knee issues. From here, we're gonna go ahead and get the other side. Starting with our knee, externally rotate, internally rotate, externally rotate, tibia, internally rotate. This would be, I'm trying to keep those feet flat. See, it's a little bit harder on this side. I can't even control this toe on my inversion here. Okay, hands underneath, any way you'd like, as long as you're pulling it in and back. Trying to really bend this knee, so you're really trying to fire this hamstring. Okay, externally rotate, flex, internally. Good. Out. Sorry, extend the knee. Internally rotate the tibia. Flex the knee. Externally, out and up, in and down. In, and up, out, and down. In, up, out, down. Really squeeze it in, up, out, down. Let's get the ankle. Plantar flex, dorsi, plantar, dorsi, plantar, dorsi. Good. Plantar down, in, and up, up and out, out and down, down and in, and then up and out and down. Let's go the other way. Down and out and up and in, all the way in and down, all the way around the other way, up. Good. Let's get that patella on that left side. You'll feel some crunching. That's normal. what you're looking for, if it doesn't move in a certain direction, then you might have some issues in that area. Sometimes people can experience a locked kneecap. And you don't want your kneecap to lock because you're going to lose mobility in that knee. It's supposed to feel very loose. Shouldn't feel tender. You should be able to generally push into it without any pain. If you do feel pain, you just need to take note of that and just take care of your knees. All right. So we're going to get our toes. And I'm going to tell you what I like to do with my knees. So we're going to get our toes, all 10 toes off the ground. Now try to separate or abduct your toes out. Good. Now all 10 toes down and try to squeeze your toes in. Adduct the toes. I like to bring my toes together when I do that. It helps me really feel my toes adduct. From here, abduct and extend the toes off the ground. Also doing this with my fingers, as you can see. Now from here, I'm going to go pinky all the way to thumb. So pinky down first, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and then big toe. All the way up. Let's try it again. Pinky to big toe. Sometimes you'll skip, and that's fine. All the way up. Pinky, big toe. Now just your big toe up. Just your big toe up. Try not to open up your feet. So just the big toe up. You'll notice one toe might extend better than the other toe. All the way up. Squeezing all 8 toes down. Big toes are up. Now just the big toes down. All 8 toes up. Just the big toe down. All the small toes up. Switch. Just the big toe up. Small toes down. Big toe up. As high as it'll go. Keep pressing. Switch. Big toe down. The small toes up. Now, sometimes if they don't go up, you might have to give them a little bit of external feedback, and they might just go up for you. Okay? So big toes down. Now what I want you to do is all toes up. We're going to tap the big toe on the ground 3 times. 1 tap, 2 tap, and try not to move any of the other toes. 3 tap. Okay? Now go ahead and just kind of, you can move around a little bit. You can jump around a little bit. Just see how your body feels. Sometimes you'll see people kind of warm up after just nice and loose. And what we've done is we've gone over every single joint in the body. And so why is that important? Because if you assess your joints daily in the morning, which you should do, then you'll know if you have any issues, if you're going to go run that day or do yoga or play basketball or whatever you may do during the day. You want to know how your body feels, because you might say, hey, I got a closing angle pinch. What does that mean? So if I am laterally bending my neck or flexing my neck, this would be the closing angle. This would be the open angle. If there's a pinch here in this angle right here, this would be a closing angle pinch. So when I'm doing that neck rotation, if I feel it, I just want to go around the pain. So I don't want to avoid doing neck circles. I just want to, if I feel that pinch, I just want to go around that pinch. So if I feel the pinch when I go like this, I'm not going to go down as much. I'm just going to go around it. Same thing with my shoulder. If I get a pinch right here, I might go out a little bit more, and I might have to make small circles to start. So this could be a circle for you, okay? This would be a very small circle. Flex, internally rotate, extend, and back. So you can diminish the size of the circles. If you're being honest with yourself, you're probably going to create smaller circles than you want, because generally, if I'm trying to make a shoulder circle, I want the circle to be this big, right? But if I irradiate and I go for a full shoulder circle, you're going to notice that I start extending my back. So I don't actually own any of this range if I'm extending my back. That means I'm not able to disassociate my shoulder from my back. And if you're not able to do that, then you actually don't have control of that shoulder. So if I was going to make a full circle like this, using the law of radiation, noticing my head is starting to go forward, my back is starting to extend. That's all right. Internally rotate. Squeezing, my chest is starting to open, back. I'm still torquing that internal rotation. I'm still internally rotating, even at the end. Relax. And then intensify, extend, externally rotate, extend, all the way flexion, all the way back around. Okay, so you might look like this, might come around, and you might look like that if there's pain. So make sure that you're not going through any pain during any of these CARs. It's important to go through each range of motion for each joint. All right, let's see.